Hello there internet dwellers, welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to a series called Mackenzie's Learning Lodge by Megla. This is a super interesting series, and as you can tell from the title of the videos, it's heavily inspired by FNAF, but I like to think this is its own thing. The story that this is driving at is super interesting, and what I love about this series is that it gives you little pieces of the story, little key moments of the story, and it kind of forces you to bring it all together yourself, very similar to how FNAF does it as well. Honestly, this is a super underrated series, so guys, be sure to go subscribe to Megla. The link will be in the description down below, accompanied by the playlist. Go watch the playlist for yourself. Honestly, there's a lot of things that I probably missed here, and let me know your theories down below, because this definitely is an interesting series. Without further ado, guys, we're going to jump straight into this. Okay, so the first video we're going to be watching is called Hide and Seek. Okay, cool. He's hiding from something. I like the camera work. Looks really nice. My god, look at those furry ass boots. He's wearing Uggs. Oh dear. Oh no, this ain't good. Holy crap, how strong is that guy? My god, let's go back quickly. Just look at that model. Look at that model. That model is absolutely insane. Okay, there we go. Damn, look at that. Look at that thing. Okay, I'm interested to learn more about like what's going on. So let's move on to links in the arcade. So this is like introducing the characters. I guess I feel like these first kind of videos were maybe just testing like characters out and stuff like that, but then they decided, you know what, I could probably make some kind of story out of this. So they're quite short videos, but then they get a little bit lengthier at times. Pause. Holy crap. I like this. Oh my god, look at that thing. Okay, so it's slowly being introduced to the characters, guys. Like I said, these are very short videos. That was links. Then there was, I don't know what this guy, I'm guessing this guy's called Mackenzie. I'm thinking that this is the main character right here. This one's called Heed the Raven's Call. So this is just playing around with the characters right now. Oh my god, that's meant to be a raven? I mean, yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. That is terrifying. Guy stood there like he's freaking just shit his pants or shit the bed, and he's waiting for his mum to clean it up. Okay, so that was Mackenzie. There's Lynx. That's just a furry, man. That's someone. That's not even an animatronic. That's just someone in a costume right there. Look at them. The whole gang's here, man. Oh god, they don't like being filmed. Okay. I like the design. I love the animatronic design. And the sound design and the camera works really good. Then there's one more here, I think. Is it one more? Let's have a look. I think there's maybe a few more. We'll see. Yeah, there's loads of them. Oh my god. I would not like to be trapped at night with all of these animatronics. So this one's called The Beaver's Gift. Oh my god, it's Banjo-Kazooie. Look at that thing. Although Banjo's a bear, right? Is he a bear? I don't know. What is that? That thing is terrifying. Right. Okay, so that was the beaver. Did the beaver have a name? Just the beaver. The beaver's gift. What was the gift, by the way? Is that like a hammer? It looks like a little hammer. It's like Mjolnir. This one's the longest one so far, 1 minute 39. Figured I'd run a little showtime routine of the animatronics before sending them back over to you. Just to make sure everything was in order, I decided to use an old recording from when I got to work on another gang over at Showbiz Pizza. Mackenzie had a slight freeze-up, but it seemed to quickly resolve itself. You should be good to program them how you like once they arrive at the lodge. Sadly, we'll be closing for the winter months, so we can't take the Raven, Wolf, or the Shack in just yet, but once we are back up and running, I will let you know. It will probably be best to keep them in idle mode though until we take a look at them, just in case the error reports end up wiping like last time. Would make our jobs a whole lot easier to avoid that again. Anyway, I hope we can help you again in the future. Happy Holiday 01. Okay, let's look at this in binary. Let's see what this is. Tear it down is what it converts to. Okay, so I feel like these here were the guy modeling everything, and then this is where the kind of the story starts with everyone involved. Following tape is property of Mackenzie's Robotics LLC for internal use only. All song recordings are used only for testing purposes and belong to Showbiz Pizza and their respective owners. Do not redistribute. Okay, so this is just a test for the showtime. Look at that thing, man. That's pretty cool. I can imagine that in like an animation, like a cartoon animation.
Here we go again.
Damn, okay. Is this a copyrightable song? Right, okay. It's pretty cool, though. I mean, he's meant to be a moose. What's that? Yeah. Oh my god, that beaver. Close that mouth, bro. Jeez. Okay. Why is this freaking... Why have they got human hands, man? This is concerning right here. This guy's wearing like 2 infinity gauntlets. This might be copyright, guys. I'm not sure yet, though. We'll see. Oh my god. That is awful. Nobody remembers anymore. Oh god, what happened? What happened? Please. It's like a whole new story. What happened, man? Let us know. Remember. Sounds like a pig being slaughtered. What the hell was that? Okay. Okay, we're getting a little bit of story right now. This next one's called Thalassophobia, which, if you've got thalassophobia, probably don't watch this one. Hey there, I know the office is sort of bare bones right now, but we are still working in the process of setting up for you. Though you do have this computer for emails, like this one, and for checking security cameras. Okay, so these descriptions that we see are emails from people, which is a pretty cool use of the description. Checking security cameras and a great view of the Orca Shack demo tank as well. No doors installed quite yet, so I hope you aren't afraid of the dark. Please do keep in mind we have to keep the animatronics on for the time being due to an issue with them deleting error logs when they shut down. It shouldn't do that, but all the animatronics we bring on site have had it happen to them. So maybe it's not the actual animatronics, but it's the location. The location is haunted, and it's haunting the actual animatronics themselves. And I think that's a little, like, because in Five Nights at Freddy's, it was, the reason they were left on was because of their servos. They would lock up, and they, you know, keeping them on would kind of oil them up, so to speak. Pause. This is like an error log. Like, if they shut down, then they delete the error logs, among other weird things. Regardless, we will be sending them back to the company who had been retrofitting these guys for us sooner or later. Just bear in mind, the Orca will be a little more aggressive with the shack than it should be until we get someone to check it out. It's only an upper torso linked to the little cave entrance. It's in though, so as long as you can keep the shack to the left side of the tank, it shouldn't be too big an issue. Worst case scenario, you can call the beaver in to make repairs to the window should it get damaged at all. Nifty, ain't it? Anyway, other than that, you have an on-site dedicated rest area for the week before you swap your post with the next guard in the rotation. Keep the place safe until then. This feels like it could be an actual game. Okay, let's have a look. So you need to keep the shack on the left side of the aquarium. How the hell are you going to do that? This video is only 23 seconds long. Okay, is that the shack? And that's the Orca. Right, okay. Okie dokie. So there's probably going to be more to that, but we'll just keep watching. You know, this I like where this is going. It's like it's feeding us pieces of the story, and we've kind of got to, you know, piece it together. I think that's the best way of doing it, as long as it's not too convoluted what you're putting out there. But then again, there are people a lot cleverer than me. It's just who can figure that stuff out. But I'm just, in terms of viewing experience and enjoying the videos there and then, you know, it's good to kind of make it slightly understandable so you can piece it all together and feel clever when you do, like me. like a child. Okay, so this one's called The Blinded Wolf. Ravens and wolves have been known to form symbiotic bonds for life. Ravens will even lead wolves to carcasses or potential prey to share in the resulting meal. So the wolf and the crow, the raven, sorry, are going to be working together. Bro, that ain't no fucking wolf. What is that? That ain't a wolf, man. I mean, it probably is a wolf man, and honestly, it's a werewolf. I really love this style, man. You fucking idiot. That ain't no wolf. What is that? It's like a gremlin. Bro, what are you doing? Get under the table. Oh, dear. Well, oh, my God. Okay, so they work together. This feels like it could be an actual game. You know, like you're in the office and you've got to do something. You got to avoid the crow because the crow attracts the wolf. I feel like each night could be different. That'd be really interesting, actually. Okay, so this next one's called In Transit. Outgoing transmission awaiting input. V equals ? Yeah, look, some people here, so I want this to be a FNAF fan game like Candy's. I think it would actually. It lends itself very well to a horror, from the way they're describing things anyway. Okay, here we go. This one's 41 seconds. There are like some longer ones, guys, but these are just short and sweet for now. So these are being transferred to another location. Oh, good lord. Oh, shit, okay. That looks like it could be...
Lima. Lower. Papa. Upper. November. Upper. Whiskey. Lower. Uniform. 0. 1. Underscore. 5. Lower. Sierra. Upper. Yankee.
What are you saying? Hang on a sec. Let's see if someone in the comments is NATO alphabet, let's go. Outgoing transmission. He just keeps replying with this. Outgoing transmission awaiting input. All right, let's move on. See what's going on. So the next one is 11 seconds long. Transmission received. So this is the transmission. Let's pop this through a binary. Forgotten is what that says in the description. This is an unlisted video here. Oh, here we go. The Daily Chainsaw Murderer apprehended. The man behind... Hang on a sec. Let me see if I can get a better... The man behind the spree of murders at parks all across Washington state has been apprehended and will be facing the death penalty. While most of his victims' bodies have been discovered, there are still missing persons cases believed to be tied to the series of murders that have yet to be found. Okay, so this is very FNAF-y. Like, I'm guessing that they were cut up and put inside these animatronic suits. That's pretty freaking horrendous. A guy running around with a freaking chainsaw. Okay, that kind of makes sense while stuffing it into a suit. Like, you're cutting them up, you're dismembering them, and oh my god, that's vile. Okay, this one's 43 seconds long. It's called Beware the Howlthorn. A horrific form made whole from fragmented pieces, no longer restricted like before. All will remember in due time. The Howlthorn will make sure of that, but you must start from the beginning. Okay. So this guy's outside.
Alright, this better work.
Oh my god, well, you know. What is that? Oh, okay. Don't get ahead of yourself. You have to understand first. Mackenzie's Learning Lodge. See you soon. Righty. Oh, okay. So now we're being introduced to the actual lodge itself, because before it was just animatronics and stuff. So now, what are these all being transported to Mackenzie's Learning Lodge? Is that what's going on? I'm guessing that the chainsaw man, or whoever it was, had access to these suits. Maybe they were made by a robotics company, because I think there was a robotics LLC or something like that at the start there. So maybe he had access to these suits and stuffed them into the suits, and they were bought maybe by a company to use as an educational thing. That's my guess anyway, from what we've seen so far. Okay, so this video here, guys, is an update from Megla saying that they had like hardware issues and they ended up wiping the models, I believe, like all of these guys here, which is a damn shame. But this was in June, and it looks like they have continued from here. So let's just have a look and see what happens here. This is called Head for Sale. Footage from a late night airing of Abe's Oddities, showing a Mackenzie brand animatronic head for sale. The head is in poor condition and is a model only meant for backstage maintenance and testing purposes. No doubt it will sell for a good chunk of change, considering both animatronic enthusiasts and paranormal fanatics go crazy for anything Mackenzie related nowadays. Which suggests to me that obviously something bad happened at Mackenzie's that we're going to be learning about. And it's either the location itself is haunted, or that chainsaw man went on that spree and hid some of the victims inside of these animatronic suits. So let's find out. Okay, abandoned Mackenzie animatronic testing head. Stop. This animatronic head was found at an abandoned Mackenzie's Learning Lodge. This head model was only used for testing out new techniques for moving robotic characters. Animatronics tend to sell for higher prices than most other items in our inventory, but a Mackenzie brand animatronic is particularly rare, and its nature as a testing model makes it a unique piece for any collection. Oh yeah, I'd buy that. This piece value is increased further due to the now infamous events at the... Okay. So something happened at the learning center. Something happened there. Could it be that... Okay. Could it be, right, that the events that we saw happened at Mackenzie's and maybe they were being transported somewhere else from there? Like, we'll see. Mackenzie testing animatronic head. Call now, 555-0123. Abe's Oddities. Yeah. Hell yeah, I'd buy that. When you, like, I mean, well, if I could afford it. Although it's kind of macabre, is that the right word? Morbid. Right, I'm enjoying this series. I think it's like a really very underrated series. Extremely underrated series. Yeah, let's move on to the next video here, which is rebrand. Okay, so they're rebranding Mackenzie's. So is this after the events of the massacre? And now they're trying, it's like Five Nights at Freddy's. Is it, which Five Nights at Freddy's were it? Because 2 was a prequel to 1. But 2 was also a sequel to Fredbear's, something happened at Fredbear's, right? Which made them rebrand. I think that's it. I need to touch up on my FNAF timeline. But to be fair, who knows what's going on with that timeline right now. First step in our rebranding initiative, the animatronic characters at Mackenzie's were not up to our standards, robotics-wise or design-wise, so we decided to completely rebrand. First training tape is of testing for the new Mackenzie design. I like this. It reminds me of the old, like, when FNAF VHS was first coming out, but this is like its own thing. Obviously, it's heavily inspired by FNAF. It says right here in the title, FNAF VHS. I love that element of curiosity, that mystery. That's what I really like. That keeps you guessing on what happened, what made them like this. And I guess that's why FNAF's so big, because there's always like, you'll solve something, and it's like, okay, but what about this? Like, you'll answer something, and then another question will come after it. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Employee tape. Do not redistribute. Oh, look at this. That's very, yeah, see, this is what I was picturing. When I saw the thing, I saw it like as like maybe a little bit more bubbly than this. This is quite, like, intense for, like, a cartoon, I'd say. This is like an old school scratchy kind of cartoon. I was thinking more like a bubbly kind of style. You know, like Adventure Time. Rebranding initiative. Training tape. Mackenzie. This tape will run you through the basics of checking an animatronic for functionality throughout the rebranding process. If anything does not operate as demonstrated in this training tape, flag down an animatronic engineer for assistance in repairs. This is an empty Mackenzie suit. Follow rigging procedure. That is huge. How big is that Mackenzie suit? Great! Test 1. Boot up. Okay, look at those teeth. Test 2. Jaw. Look at that thing. I really love the design, man. You did such a good job. Oh, there we go. Okay, I want to read this because this is the full article. Is it the full article? Multiple bodies have been discovered. Give me a sec. It might be in the comments. Here we go. God, thank you to Spiral6213. Multiple bodies have been discovered in parks across the state today, prompting park services to search for more potential burial sites. Law enforcement officials are working hard to try and track down the murder responsible. 5 family members all died of the kitchen. Wait, what? What? Huh? Smashed open to identify the victim. It's tough right now for all of us who have lost someone because of this man. We hope people will respect our privacy at this. I feel like maybe there was some things not quite right there, potentially. Test 3, the eyes. It's like very Super Mario 64, this. Looking good, Mackenzie. He's not looking good. I'm sorry, Mackenzie. You look fucking vile. See you later. You good, bro? It's freaking RFK when you go downstairs to get a Dr. Pepper. When? When what? More like why or what or who. Okay, interesting. So they're rebranding this. So the next rebrand is Lila. I don't think we've been introduced to Lila, have we? The Lila animatronic has been our most advanced one yet, boasting a much more flexible frame than our other animatronics. We figured what better direction to take her than to sports. Snowboarding, skiing equipment will be sold on site come the following winters. So cash cow. If this isn't a cow, I'm going to be disappointed. Who's Lila? Added note from management. Mackenzie's will be snowed in this winter. Preparations still need to be made for the grand opening, which will happen come springtime. Please make sure to get as much work done before the winter watch comes around to man the post. Management. Okay, 23rd of, what was that, October 1999. You just got a... Oh, okay, it's the cat. It's the lynx. Is it the lynx cat? Rebranding initiative. The tape will run you through the basics of checking an animatronic for functioning throughout the rebranding process. If anything does not operate, okay, we've already read that. Lila's internal components should be quieter than the other animatronics. Oh, my camera is about to die. This is an empty Lila suit. Insert the endo to begin. I mean, good time to begin testing. I feel like Lila could be replaced with an actual person. I mean, yeah, sure, people in Disney do it all the time, right? You could just have multiple actors, multiple suits like this, and swap them out, you know? Because you could easily get in this. Then again, you could probably do that to all of the suits. I guess the whole point is it's a robotics thing, but you know what, it doesn't matter. Because this just looks like a furry costume. Boots up. Board magnet, toggle in and jump. Secure Lila with elastic harness before jump. Elastic harness. Okay. Okay. So they're going to be stuck to the... Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool. What the... Retro reflective eye lenses. Oh, like an actual cat. That's terrifying. Set mask in position A and B with internal magnets. Okay. We are ready to hit the slopes. That's a pretty cool design though. I like that. Hey man, there's salami on this. Okay. Oh dear. Is this going to be like who? What? Why? Oh god, look at that. Body. So the first one was when, the second one was body. Okay, I hope there's no other thing here because this blocks it a little bit, but okay, consider me invested. let's jump into the rebrand of Bu. Is that how you say that? This one is straight up binary. So they all moved on to bigger events is what this translates to. Hell yeah. Oh, it's the freaking beaver, man. Bu the beaver. Is it Bo? Bu? Bu? I don't know. Okay. Is there like a little note for the beaver? No, there's no note. This is an empty Bu suit. Insert the endo to begin. That looks horrific. Good. Time to begin testing. Test 1, boot up. I can't be comfortable. The two teeth are always interacting. Oh, that's the tail. Jeez, I thought that was something else. Tail movement. That's pretty cool. Jaw movement. That doesn't look comfortable. Right, what happened there then? What was that? Someone got bit? Is that the bite of 87? They gave up too soon. I'm almost found. Oh, okay, was that referring to the victim? That was maybe stuffed? Well, that's haunting. Okay, so when body was. That's what it says so far. When body was. Right, so this is the blueprint of the Raven, which is only 19 seconds long. Hey, I know you said in our last email that the Raven and Wolf were completely retrofitted to avoid a repeat of last time, but as soon as we got them on premises, they just begin to tear into themselves all over again if we separate them for too long. I won't pretend to know how these things work, but if you put something in them to have them linked for the security system, could you maybe disable it? This is becoming a really expensive problem for me, and now we have to open this spring with 2 of our attractions completely out of commission. I'll try and extract the logs from the animatronics like you said, but so far they have all been blank as usual. Okay, so that means because they were deactivated, the error logs were deleted maybe? We can't get them down from the lodge until after winter, but maybe you can come on site to inspect them. Maybe the original inspectors missed something since we had to rush it a bit. Let me know what can be done ASAP. Looks like Chica a little bit, isn't it? So this is the Raven. And the Raven and the Wolf. I thought the Raven and the Wolf were friends. Apparently not. They're tearing into each other. And there's like words being said here. New parts. Okay, new parts, same soul. So like the soul is connected to, just connected to the actual character itself. Okay, let me just go back and look at the comments for this one, because there might be something interesting here. New parts, same soul. Yeah, this is interesting because in the other video it said that they worked together. So why are they tearing into each other now? The next video is called Richard Rebrand or Rebrand Richard. Everyone needs a friends. Who's Richard again? Oh, it's the Raven. Richard the Raven. Rebranding initiative. Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's see if there's any notes on this one. Nope, no notes. Boot up. Okay, so it's already got the endoskeleton in. Oh, okay, damn. We're not even getting the steps anymore. It's just going straight up. Oh, good lord. Look at that thing. How did that just say? Where is my friend? Are they talking about the wolf? So are they tearing at each other or not? Okay, so far we got when body was, right? When was body, or when body was split. When body was split. Right, yeah, we're getting little bits of story at the end of each video here. Here we go. So this is the wolf now. The wolf is the friend of the raven, I believe. But for some reason they were fighting. I think that's what it said. They were fighting each other. I understand the need to redesign the wolf along with the others. Just sad to see that old animatronic go. It's like erasing that diner's history. A lot of good memories with that one. Maybe that's why they're saying, where is my friend? Because it's a different animatronic completely. I can only pretend now. Only pretend about what? Okay, hang on. Before it goes off. Hang on. It already has. I miss having friends. I can only pretend now. Also, the rebrand tapes so fast say when body was split. So the whole split thing, I'm assuming that's referring to being cut up with a chainsaw, which is morbid. Okay, this next one's called Rebrand Wolfgang. So hang on. Wait, what? So this is the blueprint of the wolf. And this is the actual wolf itself. Make sure when you show this tape to employees, you specify that Lila and Mackenzie can leave the premises as well. Be sure to mention that Richard and Wolfgang are not going to be used till we can fix them come spring. Richard and Wolfgang, they're out of commission right now because they keep attacking each other or something like that. But so what? Lila and Mackenzie can go outside? That big ass moose thing can go outside. I mean, it makes sense Lila can go outside because she's like a snowboarder. Oh. Here it is. It looks like another fairy, to be fair. You could literally just dress up like this gang up like furries. Prepare an animatronic for external use. Certain animatronics are permitted to leave the main lodge in order to fulfill certain duties. Wolfgang does this to teach the families who have purchased a deluxe package. They're included archery lesson. Okay, you need to make sure he is in good condition to walk through the snow. That's crazy. That's like an actual. That's nuts. Why could you not, like, it would be cheaper just to get an archer who's good at shooting a bow, obviously, in a furry suit. It'll be a lot cheaper. Just make them act like a robot. Damn, look at that. First, we will check Wolfgang's targeting system. That cannot be safe. You're giving an animatronic robot the ability to shoot an arrow. What could possibly go wrong? Oh my god, look at that thing. Yeah, you wouldn't... Right. After you double check the thermal pads, you are all set. Bro, that looks evil. It looks like the freaking thing from, what's it called? Harry's Pan Pizza Palace. What's it called? The Bite? I think it's called The Bite. When body was split, so. Okay, so we got when body was split, so. Here we go. Rebrand Gauge MLL. Okay. Gauge. Have we been introduced to Gauge? Is this the shack? Oh, it's the shack. Okay. Construction of the underside tank and tunnel travel system is going smoothly, and the tank should be ready before the winter storm. Your shack animatronic should be able to hide below if the orca continues to be too aggressive. It connects to a few neat little spots throughout the lodge too, so you can get the most out of this animatronic. Okay, why is the orca and the shack like beefing in the first place? Why don't you just put them separate somewhere? Engage, Gauge. Rebranding initiative. Gauge the Great White. Gauge is an aquatic animatronic designed to take a beating. Part of its design is to allow easy access into the animatronic through the mouth for quick repairs when Opal roughs him up a little too much. This tape will train you for a typical jaw repair. Bro, why is this animatronic was made to be beaten by an orca? What an awful existence. Look at that thing. Start by stringing Gauge up by the tail. Like an actual fish. Oh my god. Bro, you can't just like lie him on the table? Now set jaw to open locked state. Perfect. Now position yourself under Gauge. What could go wrong here? Now release. Be sure nobody is near the Gauge controls. Reach into the drawer and check the ball joints. Yeah, that I can imagine this is a prank gone wrong. Some guy like presses a button, it's like, and then it just like clamps down on his head. Oh, okay, this is different. Is that meant to be the aquarium? Please clean the tank, winter watch. Management. What did that say there? She hates me. Oh, come on, buddy, you don't know that. Who, the orca? Oh yeah, she probably does, actually. Okay, and then there was something else there as well. You all do. She hates me, you all do. Well, that's just a negative outlook on life. Now Gage is ready for the tank. What's going on? Is this going to be a jump scare? Oh, here we go. Was. What's it? What was it? When body was split, so was... Okay, is it going to say like the souls or something like that? That looks like... That's a weird word. When you look at it like just like that, that looks weird, doesn't it? You ever look at a word for so long you think, that doesn't look like a word anymore. I don't know. That's strange to me now. Was. How does that say? How does that pronounce as was? Was. English language is so weird, man. Rebrand Opal. So this is the last one. You will receive the body camera footage of the Winter Watch for review once our department has finished reviewing it for evidence. You are not to speak to anyone other than approved agents about what you have reviewed in these tapes under penalty of death. My God. Okay, so something's definitely happened. And they're going to release the body cam footage of what happened. I won't be kept secret. They will remember. Who will remember? Let's find out together, guys. So this is Opal. Hell yeah, look at that thing. It looks menacing. They all look menacing, to be fair. Opal the Orca. This tape will explain Opal's drainage and maintenance system. This tape will use blueprint technology to show how these systems will work. You will be performing maintenance and repairs on Opal typically after each hunting showtime event to ensure she is in top condition for the show. There she is. Don't worry though, the scars are intentional. Why? She a battle orca? She's in battle. Oh, it's just the head. First, she retreats to the cave. Okay. The cave cycles out water for air. The maintenance hatch can now open. Oh, interesting. Okay. That can only go wrong. Like, imagine that, like, you go in there for maintenance repair. There was a word here, by the way. That's why I'm going back. And, like, all of a sudden it starts flooding back in with water and you're locked in. He is nothing. That's not very nice. Come on now. The body clasp is swapped out. The new clasp extracts Opal. Okay, there was another thing there. He will go nowhere. Okay. And you can now work on Opal. Okay, that's a pretty cool little system. Here we go. What do we do with Opal then? Just the head, which isn't that bad. You're not dealing... Soul. Okay, I thought that's what he was going to say. So, when body was split, so was soul. Or something like that. When body split, so was soul. The soul was split? Take any final notes and hand them to the agent outside your viewing room. What do you mean your agent? What's going on with this? Holy shit, this just got real. This just got strange. See, I love this. See, this is the difference between over-explaining and allowing the audience to kind of... giving the audience enough kind of pieces for them to piece it together themselves or leaving it up to interpretation at the same time. Because if you're just explaining this is what this is, this is what this does, this is what, and I'm talking about the Godzilla one in particular that I watched previously. There's nothing wrong with it, but my one critique of that was that it kind of over-explained a lot. This is a good example of how you don't really need to explain a lot. You just give them key little details and we can interpret the rest. Or, you know, the training tapes were viewed by some kind of agent, and I'm guessing an agent of, you know, police department or, you know, CIA, FBI, maybe FBI, because usually the FBI get involved when there's like a serial killer that hasn't been found, right? That's when FBI comes in and tries taking over. We're coming up on the last couple of ones now, guys. Copycat. Okay. Copycat killer. A series of suspected murders in this was the article that we read before. Directly copying the methods and patterns of murders. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. A series of suspected murders in local Washington state parks appeared to be not only connected, but directly copying the methods and pattern of murders within the same area as a series of murder committed back in the 1950s. It was the 50s where those massacres happened. Interesting. The latest victim being one Emily Blank, who was found cut into pieces and spread across a forest trail. How fun! Woo! Yeah, baby. This was December 1998. Where's my headline? What do you mean, where's your headline? It was right there. That was a headline, was it not? Is this from the perspective of the killer? And maybe they killed and their story's not being told? This is called Welcome to Mackenzie's. We'll play hide and seek. I get to be seeker this time. This is the longest video. This is the longest video. The last 7-minute video was the creator explaining that their hard drive was dead. You have been provided the materials to write down what you will see in the following tapes. It is important for you to record everything you observe as soon as you see it. Every detail, no matter how minor it may appear, is important, so don't leave out any details in your reports. Okay. In terms of your viewing clearance. Don't conceal any notes when leaving your viewing room. Why? Why is this? Don't attempt to leave the facility until cleared to do so. Listen to all demands agents or staff members issue to you. By continuing past this point, you agree to these terms under penalty of death. Jesus. What is going on? Penalty... Dossier of the Mackenzie incident. Mackenzie's Learning Lodge, MML, was an establishment meant to combine animatronic entertainment and educational exhibits for family vacations. It never had the chance to open to the public before going bankrupt due to poorly managed budget, lawsuits, and a permanently tarnished public image. Why? What happened? Something. I'm guessing the permanently tarnished thing has something to do with the beaver, because that was the only thing that kind of attacked. Maybe like it accidentally clamped down on a child's head or something. Or it could be to do with the murders previously. But were these around during the 50s? I feel like I'll leave my theories at the end because I don't know. I don't want to yap right now. The body of a winter watchman was discovered at the lodge after snow cleared enough for an employee to inform the winter watch they were okay to return home. Several items were reported missing from the lodge as well. Most importantly, the main cast of animatronic characters were nowhere to be found. They're on the loose? One of them can shoot freaking arrows. That one can go outside anyway. No evidence was left behind aside from the dead body, which led to very little progress in the case of the winter watchman's death for several months, until a series of tapes started to appear across Washington state, followed by reported sightings of deer monsters in the forest. The following image is the best evidence we have been able to capture of its existence. Is this referring to Mackenzie? Deer monster? That thing isn't a freaking... It looks like a bear with antlers. Oh my goodness. We have reason to believe these strange occurrences are related to the Mackenzie incident and may potentially shine light not only on the death of the Winter Watch, but also allow us to find and contain the monster locals have been taken to calling the Hellthorn. Okay, the Hellthorn was in the previous video. And they said that was fragments put together. Similar to Ennard. The following tape has not been edited by staff members since the date of their discovery. Here we go. This looks freaking cool. So this is Mackenzie's Learning Lodge. This is the first time we're actually going in and exploring this place. What is this? That doesn't look fun. What are you learning here? How to get depressed? Sorry, that was a joke. Okay, so he's... Okay, no, I thought he was going through some kind of ventilation system right now. The perspective messed me up a little bit. Okay. So, what room are they going into? Is that like a hydraulic press?
Supposed to be new.
Or is that the aquarium?
Alright, well.
I think that's the orca aquarium where you go in and you can like fix the orca, right?
There.
Here we go. First time we're hearing voice acting as well, I believe. Oh, I shook my
What
throat.
exactly is powering those lights?
I don't know, but the shack might be in there.
Oh, speaking of power. Alright, let's see. Bring in animatronics. Alright. Fill out arcade. Hang up posters. Breaker. Ah. Breaker's out the door behind the building.
Rightio. So they were preparing to open, because it didn't. They said it didn't open, right? At all. Nice. Okay, the lights are on. I don't even know what that room's meant to be. The camera might die soon, guys. Apologise in advance. Okay, what is that? What did I just open? Black. Okay, brilliant. Oh my god. Oh, he's wheeling Mackenzie. It looks like Mario from behind. Look at that thing. Look at that freaking hunchback. It must be torture to walk around with. Oh my god, look at the size of it.
Be this heavy.
Bro, he's like the heaviest one, I think. And here's Lila. Look at Lila. What was the beaver's name again?
There we go.
Was it Bew? No. Bew the beaver? No. What was it? Mackenzie, Lila, Bew, Orla? God, I'm terrible. Okay, so he positioned the animatronics back in that room, but now that animatronic's coming to life. Is he gone? Alright. See you later then. See you later, Keith. I'm clocking off, mate. Okay, it's going towards where the watchman just was. What does that say? The first what? The first gate. The first gate's interesting. The tape you just viewed is the only one that has been cleared as safe so far. Every tape viewed beyond this point will require a physical exam after viewing. Most tapes that were discovered so far have been found in pairs, one labelled A and the other labelled B, respectively. The tape you just viewed was tape A, and you will now watch tape B. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to get tape... Oh, never mind. This is tape B. What is this? That's from the inside of a... There was a camera inside Mackenzie? End of the first tape group. Okay. So that wasn't tape B? Let's have a little look in the comment section, shall we? Tape begins outside of establishment. Recorder comments on older equipment saying it should be new and descends into the establishment. He finds a note instructing someone to set up the animatronics and repair the building. After turning on the breaker, the recording cuts the cameras inside the lodge. Considering the note about the tape being unaltered, this part of the tape was manipulated by another party. The recorder then approaches several large containers and unloads the main animatronic, commenting on their weight. Okay, so they were inside those little containers. Interesting. He fastens the board to one animatronic, not noting the dirt and odd texture on her board. The recorder then leaves the premises and is presumably followed by the main animatronic. A note about the recorder: they are oddly quiet during this part, and their natural stride has shown down. Recorder is possibly limping out of the premises. An unknown room recording device then play, flashing several words on the screen, all of which appear illegible. Also, under penalty of death, shit, what sort of Area 51 night at Freddy's did I walk in on? Okay, so there's still a lot more to this story to be told, for sure. We learned about the characters. We learned that there was some kind of massacre in the 50s, I believe, and there's a copycat modern day. But here's the thing that I'm questioning. I'm guessing these animatronics weren't around during the 50s. And the whole premise of the video before was saying that the soul was split or something like that. Let me just have a quick. When body was split, so was soul. Got it. Okay, so there was that one person here. Here we go. Emily, who was found cut into pieces and spread across a forest trail. When body was split, so was soul. So maybe the animatronics in this aren't different victims. They're one victim spread about differently or something like that. I think that's what's going on here. So something happened in the 50s, which directly, like, someone tried copying that killer in modern day 1999. I think this is cut most of them. Most of them were found except of a couple of victims, and one of them was found called Emily, who was spread across the forest trail. And I'm assuming the forest trail, this killer could even be the fragment thing. What did they call it? The Hawthorne. Maybe they think that it's a person doing this, but the Hawthorne is actually maybe an amalgamation of previous victims all in one suit, which means that this thing is this like a spare, and is it like an NAD kind of deal where they take something from each animatronic and build it into its own thing? That could potentially be it, in honesty. That could be what's happening. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm still thinking about this, but I really like this story. I love, like, the way it's done, how it kind of, like, feeds you little interesting parts and it leaves it up to interpretation. So with this one, I'm not sure if the Hawthorne is an animatronic, that because it was never mentioned really up until, actually, let me have a look. The only time the Hawthorne was mentioned, beware the Hawthorne, this video here. A horrific form made whole from fragmented pieces, no longer restricted like before. All will remember in due time. The Hawthorne will make sure of that. Yeah, look, someone says here, from this and the description from this Wendigo, I'm getting NAD vibes from him. I'm just imagining him being a slim wolf-like machine with a deer head or a skull. This is good. Keep up the great work. Yeah, so it's like an NAD type character, but is it taking things from the animatronics that we know, like all of these guys, or is it like a different thing? So we got Mackenzie, Lila, Bew, Richard, Wolfgang, Gage, and Opal. So is this thing just a mixture of all of those? And whatever it is it this Emily person? So here's the thing that I kind of struggling to understand is Emily controlling the Hawthorne, or is Emily split amongst the animatronics, or is she both, or is it not Emily at all? Because I feel like it's making sense. Like, it said that when the body was split, so was the soul. So the soul is actually possessing multiple animatronics at once, and could also be the Hawthorne, but the Hawthorne could also be lost victims of the previous murder case. I don't know. Let me know. This is a very, very interesting story. I really like this. It kind of has the same vibe as FNAF in terms of, like, what's actually happened here, what's going on here. I'd love to hear your theories. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And I'll be definitely keeping my eye on this series, guys. Be sure to go subscribe to Megla. Go like the videos, all that good stuff. Yeah, this is a super, super interesting story. Megla, keep up the amazing work. I'm sorry to hear about in June when everything got wiped, but it seems like you came back with a vengeance, and this is looking amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing where this story goes. But there we go, guys. That was today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, and you're not subscribed already, consider subscribing. This is the majority of my content, reacting to analog horrors, spooky stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.